I'm publishing my game to the Google Play Store. Apple Store is a bit more expensive. And even though I had to fill out long, strange forms, I think I'll get it done. This is how I finished the first release for my pet game in 3 short parts, so... Creamer is a minigame all about building ice cream cones. The different customers will show up and ask for a different cone each time. So you'll see something like this robot asking for a sugar cone, with a grape ice cream ball, a cement ice cream ball, and chocolate syrup. Then the player has to assemble it in the correct order. If you mess up, you lose one of your lives. You get 3 lives total, and if you lose them all, the game's over. The flavors are pistachio, vanilla, chocolate, Napolitan I think is the name, grape, cement,
Strawberry,
and chocolate chip cookies. The toppings are chocolate syrup, strawberry syrup, a gear, nut, and wires.
This is the song I made for the minigame. The idea behind it was to make something inspired by those classic ice cream truck tunes. I'm not really sure if that's just an American thing or something that I've seen in the movies. Where I live, we don't really have ice cream vans driving around, but I think the vibe is recognizable enough. I don't dislike this track as much as some of the other songs I made for the game, maybe because it's related to that old public domain music box kind of sound you always hear in the movies when an ice cream truck shows up. This is the robot that'll serve as a customer. It's a pretty generic round robot. Maybe he's a different species from your pet, but they're maybe related, like they share a common ancestor if robots could evolve. But anyway, to make them a bit different, I'm randomizing their color a little bit. Detector is a minigame where you visually profile characters based on conditions. The rules are simple. Tap all the characters that match the condition shown at the top of the screen before the time runs out. The conditions can be sad, eyes closed, no mouth, no nose, no eyebrows, and no eyes. You have room for 3 mistakes during the whole game. If you miss too many, you lose. The game generates characters with different facial features, then applies a special condition to some of these characters, which the player then has to identify. Here, for example, you have to detect one person who has the sad condition. This may seem pretty simple, but as you get more of these correct, the game gets harder. For the music, I'm actually okay with this one. It's definitely less annoying than the color grader theme, and if any of this music annoys you, you can always turn it off, as well as the sound effects in this options menu. The app is now in a state that I'm okay with, so it's time to publish. I wanted to originally do it in both Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. However, the price difference to get on these stores is a bit big. It's $25 for a lifetime with Android, but you have to pay $100 each year just to get in the Apple App Store. So basically, I'm just gonna publish it for Android for the moment. I'm a bit sad because my friends, they mostly use iPhones, so they won't be able to play with it, at least for a while. Hopefully, I can get it on their phone soon enough. I had to fill out a lot of forms for Google Play Store, and there were a few strange questions, like if I'm respecting the national identity of the Republic of Korea, if I have unkind German symbols that are unconstitutional, and a few other fun questions. These questions were primarily used to give an age rating for the game. This is a very child-friendly game. However, as I mentioned in an older video, the pet robot can take pills to change its behavior, and this counts technically as a fantasy drug. This small detail makes this game a game for teenagers, well, depending on the country. In some countries, this means 12 years and older. In other countries, this means 16 and older. Not much I can do about that. I'm still in the process of publishing, so I'll let you know when all of this is done. Anyway, you can just check my website to see if it's already out to the world. So that was basically it. 3 videos going over how I made this game with not a lot of code, I know. Going forward with this game, I'd like to add more minigames, improve the existing minigames, and maybe experiment with some new fun mechanics. Thanks for watching and for supporting the project, and I hope to see you soon.